So today is September 14th. It's a Wednesday. I'm just going to be doing some chart analysis here and going over what I see. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to get into any positions or out of any positions or anything like that, or into any particular coin. I'm literally just reading the charts, what I see, and we'll just go from there. So right now I'm looking at Bitcoin. This is an hourly chart based off the Ichimoku cloud that I always use. I'm just looking at the prices here. We are in this sudden down movement that happened the other day, yesterday around 7 to 8 o'clock. Biden had came on to talk about the Inflation Reduction Act, and then the entire market tanked. I'm just going to be real. I'm not getting into any politics, but anytime the Democrats are usually running things, usually the market has a tendency to go down. It is what it is. You can call it whatever, but in a Democratic-led environment, the market tends to have less hope. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyways, we seen the crash. Now we're trying to recoup the losses of what happened yesterday. And if this trend continues to go sideways, you're going to see the resistance start coming down a little bit to the 20,518, maybe 25.26 level for Bitcoin in the upcoming days. That's if we continue to go sideways. If we start pumping up, this will probably or should go remain at 20,787. So we do see that the trend did break through the current support and it's trying to build itself back up. The Ichimoku cloud does have a tendency, or what the candles usually do, or the trends in these prices do tend to try to pop through the resistance. And then we usually see the long-term or bullish clouds continue to provide support. And then once the lagging span line crashes through the trend that you see right here, it technically then goes through and down through the cloud. And then here it lost all of support. And now we're in a bear territory. This could continue. As this continues sideways, this line will start leveling out and heading into the trend. If we continue to tank, then obviously the line would just continue in a parallel motion with the downtrend. When I start seeing the lagging span line come into the trend, we typically start seeing a reversal. We look at the 4 hourly on Bitcoin USD, same thing. We are holding resistance right here, which is a little bit of a support line in support area, the 20,216. We can also confirm that with our trend, our support and resistance areas. We do see that it broke through the 2156 and continued and touched the cloud. Whether or not we actually test the 19,700, 19,009, I would say 850 to 750 or 700 area. That's your next support area that we have to continue, or that we have to hold. If it breaks through that, you're going to go ahead and we're going to probably see the prices go down to 18,777. Again, today is 9/14. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens here with the lagging span line breaking through the trend that you see right here. That does provide some sense that I'm going to see, or I believe that we'll see Bitcoin go ahead and break through the support or resistance area right here. Unfortunately, in what we possibly could see that 19,008, 19,007 range, and then on down to here to 18,800 range. That's just my perspective. We look at the daily, the long term. The daily broke through back here, and we're getting all of this resistance right here that we did bounce off the support. But even if we scroll, there's no more support. So this is a vital area that I'm seeing depending on what Bitcoin does. I hope that we hold here. If it breaks through, it could go all the way down to 13. I called it months ago based off a couple of other things, the Fibonacci levels. had shown around the 13,000 price range, and this was way back in November. Even when I called it, I was telling Discord group members that we're going to see a bear coming soon. It's not going to be good. That was based off a 4-hourly. Let me just go back here. Let me turn this off and go back to November of what I saw. Actually, yeah, right here. So the 4-hourly, if you look right here, I know this stuff's in the way. See if I can move it down. So we see right here, the 4-hourly was trending. We had some resistance or some support, and then it popped back through. But then when it did it again, these two pivotal points, we did have a higher high here, more so than this one. But then we got that M, and I always tend to think W means win and M means Madoff, a huge loss. So anytime I see an M pattern, we know that second leg will typically fall down, and that's what it did, breaking the support, and it just continued from there. So around November 10th is the time that I saw we was entering bear territory, and it has just continued since then. Now we do see these little peaks, but we're still, if I turn back on the support and resistance areas, we can see that it just keeps breaking off of these support, these resistance. There's just resistance in the market at these levels. So we're literally just, it's detrimental right now that we have to start going back up in these prices. If not, we could see that 13,000 time frame. That's just my perspective. Being in the market, looking at Fibonacci levels, you guys can use those. You can look into it. Another thing that I look at, and this is just the scalper bot. This is not this one. The volume, there it is, sorry. So we look at again, I mean the resistance in the volume and liquidity areas are right here, 19,869. If you remember, I did say that, yeah, right here is the support for the next drop. So we're seeing too many things come into play right here with the lagging span line, the Ichimoku cloud, the support and resistance lines, and then the volume levels. Everything's down at this level, and then once we break that, we'll see new indication on volume levels. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. We're getting into political season, November coming up. I suspect a huge drop. That's just my perspective. This is not financial advice. This is just me reading my charts on a personal level and going from there. So all I'm saying is we probably will see 15,000 or 13,000. I hope we don't, but guys, that it is what it is. I can go into reading other charts with you real quick. Yesterday, I mentioned Matic. Same thing. I mean, we're literally duplicated from Bitcoin here. The price levels for Matic is down at 80. Support and resistance bars. Same thing right here around 82, 80.5, and 77. These are all vital areas upcoming in the next couple of days. On the daily, it does give us one little support right here, I think, around 85, and then the next level is 38. We do have a bullish cloud coming up, so I don't want to say that I would see Matic drop down at 36. I mean, we know that Matic or Polygon is doing some great things, so I don't see the price going down that far, but depending on the flow of Bitcoin and the fear of the markets, that's basically what we're looking at. Get into some others. XRP, it's going to look the same. All these prices and charts pretty much duplicate one another. Let me zoom out. Yeah, you can see we're just bearish all over. Matic's got to support it all the way down to, or not Matic, XRP. and this is a crypto cap XRP/US dollar. 31 cents for XRP. It's been hovering around 38, 35. Down here there's the support for 31.1. We just have to build more confidence in the market is all. One of the other coins that I was trading back before all the noise came in, XLM, down to 10 cents. Definitely broke. 23 cents down to 10 cents. Wow. I remember when XLM was 77 cents, 80 cents. Yeah, up here at 80 cents. A lot of the members in the Discord group and the trading group, we were all trading at this level. And then just everything took a dive on us. So anyways, guys, that's my chart reading for today, 9/14. I do see, unfortunately, 10, 20% more drops. That's my perspective. No financial advice. I'm just assuming that's what's going to happen. And then after that, we should be off to the races. Again, we're moving into political season. November comes around. Things have a tendency to lose confidence. And just that volatility starts kicking in, so you should really get into, or we should really see the price actions start taking over, and this sideways movement that we've been in since June really should start changing, hopefully anyway. So anyways, that's it for this video. I hope I helped you, and take a look at some things that I have. I do use the Algo Pro. Again, I'm not affiliated with those guys. I bought it just to try to test it out and give extra confirmation. I got the BSS MACD, the buy sell squeeze that I produced, customized it for my own personal use, and as you can see, I mean, it does help confirm before the trend breaks into the patterns where that the MACD and the squeeze areas are, and it usually is correct when you know how to read it. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a terrible market right now, I know, but stay confident and continue doing what you do. If you're a coin or a company on the blockchain, keep providing utility and building investor confidence. So anyways, that is it. Always like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.